So this is a tutorial where I'm going to walk you through how to navigate our My Lab Math, which is our Pearson product that we'll be utilizing in our class. That is where you would do all of your assignments, your quizzes, your tests, and your grade book. So how do we get there? So you would come first to our Blackboard shell for our course. There's actually a link right here for My Lab Math. Now remember, you have to make sure you register for the code. You don't need a book unless you want to. It is a little bit more expensive if you would like to get the book, but I will provide resources and I'm going to show you in this video where you will be able to use multimedia resources within My Lab Math so you don't have to get yourself a book. And an ebook does come for free in your course material through My Lab Math. But so make sure you start here and read through the instructions on how to register for My Lab Math. You do have to buy an access code. If you're not able to purchase it right away, that's okay. I do also give you an option for temporary access code. But you would go through here through the link and then just promptly walk you through those steps. But be sure to do it through the Start Here button. If I have instructions on how to do that. So once you're there, you're going to make it to our My Lab Math course. So let me kind of walk you through a little bit about what to expect and where everything's at. The first thing is you want to go to assignments on the left-hand side panel. Here is where you guys are going to see there's always videos before each of the chapters that I provided for you guys. Now, I do encourage you guys to watch the videos before you start your homework assignments. That's why you know what it is that you are going to be applying in the concepts. But if you notice, there's no grade associated with the videos. But if you do start the video, you do have to finish it because it will record it as that you didn't finish it, but it does not affect your grade. Only the blue dots are representing your homework assignments. The orange squares represent your quizzes, and the green diamonds represent your tests. Now, you guys will not see your tests pop up until the week of the test, until it opens. The only reason why you see it here is for the demonstration purposes. So let's talk about each of them. Now, at the very top, you can kind of figure out if you want to look at homework or quizzes and tests. So you have that ability. But again, the blues are your homework assignments. There will always be a test review homework assignment attached before you are able to take your tests. And that's what this little green flag actually tells you. It is a prerequisite. So you must do test one review homework before starting this assignment. All right, so let's take a look at the homework. So let's say you're doing this as your homework assignment. You guys have unlimited times where you can actually do your homework. So when you go ahead and click on check answer, nice job. Go to the next one. If I do this wrong, it's going to give you a prompt to kind of walk you through of why that is incorrect. You can always click on similar question so that you are actually allowed to redo as many problems as you like, as many times as you want to. So technically, you could always get 100% on your homework assignments. My suggestion would be don't spend too much time doing that. You want to make sure you utilize your time wisely. And if you're still having problems or struggling with the content, just reach out to me or meet with the tutor and we can definitely help you guys with that content. Now, let's say you have a question on a specific problem. Within your homework assignments, you will have additional resources in there. Down here, you can click on Get More Help. You can look at the textbook. This will take you straight to the ebook version of this content for you to review, or you can email me directly on this specific problem. However, the one that most students utilize are the Help Me Solve This and View an Example. If you click on View an Example for this problem, it will actually walk you through on how to solve the problem. If you click on Help Me Solve This, it actually walks you through step by step and how to solve the problem Oh man. And it will walk you through it until you understand the problem. Now, when you click on help me solve this, it will change the problem for you. So you will get to try it again on your own. If you click on view an example, it won't change the problem for you. And it doesn't affect it. You can still go ahead and keep going until your final check, and you can actually do it as many times as you need to. And it doesn't affect you. You can click on save and it will say your homework and your progress. You can come back to it if you need to. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is your quizzes. Now, if you notice on your quizzes on the right hand side, it tells you how many attempts you get. 1 of 3. So, per our syllabus, you do get 3 chances for all of your quizzes as long as the third chance is in by the due date. So, on the left hand side panel on our assignments, you're going to see all of the due dates. Now, I would suggest that you go off of this as your second layer. Your very first layer of due date should come from your assignment. Now, if you go back to a Blackboard on start here, I actually do have your assignment due dates right over here for you guys. So please make sure that you follow this. This is also on your syllabus outline, but you want to go off of the calendar due date because sometimes I may have made a mistake on here. And if you do notice that, just reach out to me and I'll be more than glad to correct that. Again, the review homeworks are part of your homework category and they do need to be done before your test opens. You do have about 80 minutes. Again, more instructions will be coming forward in regards to test. Now, if you click on gradebook on your left hand side panel, this is where you guys will be able to see your grade for the course. I have homework assignments, quizzes, tests, and discussion posts. You guys will be able to see your grade in my Love Math. Now, discussion posts are our flip grade assignments. I do come in here and manually add them in. So make sure that you guys look at that on your syllabus so that you know how to do that. Now, be very careful here. Your overall grade will be right here. But if you click on past 2 weeks, I'd like to change it to the entire course to date on all assignments so that way you can see all of your assignments due in real time. You can feel free to look at it individually if you like as well. But this is where you would see your gradebook. We don't use the gradebook option on Blackboard because it's not attached to it, unlike your other courses. So again, it will be in my Love Math for you. Now, the other very important aspect here is going to be how do you get the resources? So there's different ways to do that. If you click on Multimedia Library, this is one of my favorite tools on my Love Math. You can actually go ahead and click on the chapter that you want the multimedia library to give you the selection for. You can do it by section or you can say and do all sections. So, our very first chapter and section for our course is on 1.1, which is inductive and deductive reasoning. So here you can go ahead and select the media type. Do you want to watch a video? Do you want to go into the ebook? There's actually also a PowerPoint option there available for you guys. The more you become familiar with the multimedia library, you'll be able to decide which media type you prefer for your learning modality. If you click on all those, so you can kind of see what it's all about, that does break it down into category. You have an animation, here's the book, and then the different videos that you can look at. PowerPoint seems to be the one that most students like to go through, and this is actually a pretty good resource that you guys can utilize. And it walks you through it. It gives you examples and the answers. So this is a really good resource that you guys can actually, but you guys would decide which one's best. If you click on Tools for Success, here are additional resources that students like to take advantage of, like the Algebra Review Card, innovation library, interactive vocabulary flashcards. So there's a lot of different resources available. They can even, my favorite one too, that most students don't even know we have, is the technology help on graphing calculator tutorials. This is a really good tool to have, especially if you're new to your graphing calculator. Now, remember, I do ask you guys and encourage you to get a TI-84 graphing calculator for the class. it will make your life way easier. So here is a resource that you can use if you're having difficulty. But again, I'm always available to help with that. Accessible resources is another great resource for you guys through My Love Math. So these were the main buttons and concerns that I would like you guys to be mindful of. That the other great tool for you guys to access additional resources is going to be in our class notebook. So make sure that you do utilize that. So again, this is a great, just wanted to do a tutorial to kind of walk you through My Love Math. If you have any questions or concerns, always reach out.